and welcome to another edition of Marlborough Cares. Today my guests are the committee members from the 7th Annual Harvest Golf Tournament. To my left I have Peggy Ayers from the Holiday Helper Committee, Dennis McCumber, he's president of the Friends of the Seniors and co-chair of the Harvest Golf Tournament, Stephen Levy, he's a member of the Friends of the Seniors and co-chair of the Harvest Golf Tournament, and Nancy Klein, who is co-chair of the Marlborough Cultural Exchange Program at the middle school. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. Why don't we start with the two co-chairs, either one of you, why don't we talk about what we want, what we're trying to get out of this tournament, and how the Friends of the Seniors became the entity running the tournament this year.
Well, first of all, thank you, Roz, for having us here. The Friends were involved because over the last 3 years we've been a benefactor of the tournament. And Anita Morrow is the individual who has run the tournament in the past. I think for about 6 years now that she ran the tournament. And she included, each year she added more charities within the city that she wanted to benefit. Last year was her last year. She decided that since Bill was leaving office that she wouldn't want to continue the tournament. And long about October, when no one had come forward with the idea of either picking up the tournament or running it on behalf of somebody else or whatever, myself and Stephen and the committee, the senior executive committee within the Friends got together and took a vote and said, well, we benefited and we'd like to continue to benefit, and we think so would the other organizations. So we decided to put up the money that was necessary to secure the date and the country club, and then we sat down and said, what have we done now? And then in a way from there, kind of Stephen took over with a lot of the organization and planning from that point.
What does that entail, Stephen? Talk about what a big undertaking this is.
Well, considering that none of us had ever run a golf tournament before, it has been quite an experience trying to figure out what goes into running it. We did get a lot of help from Anita and the staff that she had, volunteers who were running the tournament in the last 6 years. So that was a good start. And as we've gone along, we've gotten other volunteers on the committee, basically from the different charities that do benefit from the tournament, as well as Peggy and Danielle Gregoire from Stephen LeDuc's office. And it's actually been a learning experience, but a lot of fun, and things are coming along. I think we're in good shape right now. We're still trying to get sponsors for the tournament, as well as recruit players now, which are the two big goals, obviously, to have a successful tournament.
Who are some of the major sponsors for the tournament?
Right now, we have various levels of sponsorship. They range from $100 for a flag sponsor up to $1,000 or more for gold sponsors. Obviously, no check is too big. But our gold sponsors as of right now are Bertucci's, Comcast, Fidelity, St. Mary's Credit Union, and WSI Collaborative Solutions, an internet service provider.
Now, what does each sponsorship entail? What do you get if you're a gold sponsor? Do you get to put a team?
Sure. For gold sponsors, the $1,000 contribution does cover a team of 4 players. They also get entryway banners, T signs. I'm trying to remember.
They get, besides T signs, the banners, they get the team of 4 individuals to play, and special mention within the program, and also special mention the day of. And promotional items. I mean, when we put a promotional piece, the advertising that's around town now is also.
Right.
Yeah.
And then silver sponsors basically get the same benefits without the 4 players in the tournament. The bronze sponsors get T signage, program recognition. We also have a website up right now. WSI was a contributor of that. They developed and put the website together for us. And through the website, we also have promotions for the sponsors, so there's a lot of recognition for them there through our press releases. So there's a lot of benefits to being a sponsor, as well as helping out the different charities in the community.
Now, we totally forgot to mention the date. What's the date?
August 30th.
August 30th, and it starts at
8:30 would be registration, 10 o'clock would be tee off.
Okay. Now, what is a typical? What's the day going to look like?
Well, once you're packaged and put into a foursome, let's say, you go out to your tee, and it's called a shotgun start. So if we do have, and we're planning on having 144 entrants, you would have probably 2 carts per tee. So and there are 18 holes, so you have to actually go out to the hole itself. And then they kind of ring a bell, or someone just decides to announce we're starting, and then the first foursome on the tee hits off, and you go from there. Midway, there's going to be a food cart and a beverage cart running around. Is provided by the country club, and it's going to be something, you know, the golfer would have to pay for their own food or pay for their own drink with that. But once the tournament is winding down around 3 o'clock, 3:30, they can go into the actual pro shop. They finish up with handing them their scores, and then they go into where the food area is, and then they'll be able to eat.
Yeah, also we'll have dinner.
Yes.
And we'll also have raffles. How many raffle prizes do we have right now?
Right now, I think we're somewhere around 40.
40, okay.
A significant number of raffle contributions. And again, so we'll be selling raffle tickets during the cocktail hour and dinner, and there'll be another opportunity for people to win. Some other contests within the golf tournament that will allow people to win prizes. We're going to have a longest drive competition. I believe that's going to be on the 12th hole. We're also putting together a hole-in-one contest on the 18th hole where contestants can, or golfers can win a new car. So it should be.
Oh, that's right, the 18th hole, win a new car.
Yeah.
That's an incentive to come out and play.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Why don't we go? I'm going to switch gears a little bit right now. I'm going to talk about some of the benefactors and how the money in the past has helped. Why don't we start with Nancy? Nancy's from the Marlborough Cultural Exchange Program, as I said before. How many years have you been receiving funds from this golf tournament?
Well, actually, with this year, it'll be 7th year. So each year that Anita had run the tournament, she had always included us as a benefactor.
Now, how does that offset your costs to, why don't you tell us where you go? We haven't even discussed where you go.
Okay. Well, the Student Cultural Exchange actually started as a business exchange, and then students from Akiruno, Japan, came to Marlborough in 1994. And they were coming to Marlborough annually. And I had the great opportunity to be one of the host parents. And thought, you know, what a great opportunity for them to come here, but what even a nicer opportunity for our kids from Marlborough to be able to go over there. So a group of parents actually had gotten together and had talked to some of the mayors as time had gone on, and finally when Bill Morrow was elected, he supported the program to complete the exchange. So from 1998, we then started sending our students from the middle school over to Akiruno City, Japan. We've benefited because each year she has given us a variety of different amounts of money, but has helped to pay for at least one and sometimes even two students to go over there cost-free.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. Now, what do you do? What is a typical day when you go over to?
Well, when we go over there, the students actually live with a host family.
Oh.
They go to school with their host student and spend 4 days in the schools. We also do some touring, but basically it's an educational experience for the students.
So you actually learn the culture. That's wonderful. So they actually stay with the families the whole. How many
and
kids?
Learn the lifestyles and things like that. Right now we've been sending 6 students. Obviously it's an opportunity that a lot of students would like to take advantage of, and would like to try to take more as time goes on, but that would mean the parents would need to put in some more of the monies.
So you take about 6 students, and this has been for the past 4 years?
Actually, 6 years.
6 years that you've been going.
Right.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful, and the kids just enjoy it. Now, how would a child be able to participate in that? Yeah.
Well, the students write an essay, and those essays are evaluated, and then they go through an interview process. There is a criterion for the students as well, where we want students who haven't been suspended and have a teacher recommendation and those sorts of things. But it isn't just the top students that are able to go. We want students that represent Marlborough in all different backgrounds, socioeconomically, ethnically, as well as far as their abilities are concerned. So we've had some great groups of students go over and learn a lot of things. A lot of times they don't really realize what they've learned until they get older. And talking to the students when they're in high school and they start talking about those experiences with other kids, then they realize what they've actually done.
Yeah, that is absolutely wonderful that you're able to do that, and hopefully we can continue to support that effort. Well, we will continue to support that effort. Peggy, why don't we talk to you about the Holiday Helper Program?
Well, that's one that you and I kind of work with together, and I think you know a lot more of the numbers and the details and how long we've been getting the money, but I can give you a little bit of an overview of what we do with the Holiday Helper Program. It's basically a program that's going to help children at Christmas time during the holiday season to make that holiday a little bit brighter for people who may not have it. We take requests from parents, and the need has been steadily growing in the city of Marlborough. Over the last 2 or 3 years, it has just increased greatly.
Yeah,
We have
over
400
3. Yeah, over 350, between 350 and 400.
400 families that we have been able to help out.
That's phenomenal.
And a lot of times, the support from the community has been wonderful, and from the businesses, but a lot of times people aren't necessarily inclined to want to help out teenagers or maybe some older special needs kids who are still looking forward to having that holiday time. So the donations from this golf tournament do go to help for that. Everybody likes to buy for the little, 4 or 5-year-old, but it's much harder to get people to give, and it's much harder to anticipate the needs of those teens.
Right,
So
right.
getting a gift certificate to Walmart or to Target so they could pick out their own clothes or CD or DVD or whatever, or having the stocking stuffer with a gift certificate to McDonald's or whatnot.
right.
These or clothes. A lot of the kids are asking for
Warm
clothes.
clothing.
Yes,
Some
and
kids
it's very
even, they ask for blankets.
yeah. We've had
Wow.
requests for blankets, for sleeping bags, for warm clothes, for boots, for shoes, and these are not things that people tend to buy as a gift. So we can use these for gift certificates or try to fill their needs as much as possible.
Yeah, we also provide holiday dinners, and we do provide holiday dinners to individuals as well who may not have the money for a holiday dinner. But Peggy is absolutely right. People do not tend to buy for teens or older special needs children. And that money, the money from the golf tournament has in the past, Peggy's gone out and just bought blankets. If she sees the blankets on sale, she's really good about the sale papers. So she'll look to the sales, and if the blanket's on sale at Sears, she'll go buy 20. And absolutely every blanket goes. So it's, those sorts of things have been, the golf tournament has been wonderful for. I think we've been receiving money from this golf tournament for, I think, 4 years. 4 years.
But that's when we've seen our need just really
Yeah,
increase.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, and it's, and I can't tell you how much it helps, especially with the holiday dinner. It just really, we have sponsors that go out and just spend absorbent amount of money on toys, and it's just wonderful to have that. So when we get the money from this tournament, it really does, it helps with a lot with the food and the older kids and things like that. But when we go on to the Friends of the Seniors, you know what, we have not mentioned all the benefactors, and we should probably mention everybody. I just happen to have 3 here with me today. But can you mention those, Steve, and then we can go on to the Friends of the Seniors?
Absolutely. In addition to the Holiday Helpers, the Friends of the Seniors, and the Marlborough Cultural Exchange Program, the charities also benefiting are the Friends of the Marlborough Public Library, the Marlborough Food Pantry, and the Marlborough Garden Club. So those are the 6 charities that get support from the program. And as Dennis mentioned, the Friends also do have been receiving funds from the tournament for I think the last 3 or 4 years. And what we do with that money, in addition to the other programs and the parties and things that the Friends of the Marlborough Senior support for the senior community, the money from this tournament specifically goes into a segregated fund. It's our emergency fund. And those funds are specifically used to help out seniors in dire situations, whether it's paying for emergency rent or medications, heat bills, and things like that. Quite obviously, times are tough, as medical costs go up and everything else, cost of living goes up, and our seniors are in a tough situation. And quite often they find themselves in a position where they do need that extra help, and many requests come to the Council on Aging. And it's through these funds that the Friends of Seniors are able to help out in those emergency situations. So,
And so this money goes into the segregated fund?
absolutely.
Yes, it does. It's restricted, actually.
Okay, so it's restricted
And it's
for
restricted for emergencies.
emergency situations, which could be anything.
And actually, in the case of the emergencies they've seen, is some have even been a growth in the number of individuals coming in, as you were saying, Peggy, for assistance.
Yeah, they have that.
Where they, all of a sudden, they just walk in and they say, we need assistance. And Anna Christina is there to talk to them. You find out the specifics, but usually Anna will then turn around to someone, either the manager, if you will, in charge, director of the Council on Aging, and say, we need some funds for this purpose. We just convened a special meeting of the group for that purpose. We had set aside, about $500 or $600 that could have been used for a special circumstance if it had been needed. But it wasn't needed, thank God, but we did that.
Yeah, and with the rising costs and seniors having to choose between buying medication or food,
Oh.
that's how I know I've seen that increase. So that I'm sure helps with that as well. What else do the Friends of the Seniors do? I just want to talk a little bit about that.
First, the seniors have been supporting the Council on Aging,
Okay.
and essentially we are the part of the revenue arm. I would say that about 30% of their funding comes through Friends of the Seniors. The other comes from the city and other sources,
Okay.
grants and those kinds of things.
So you are the 501(c)(3)
Exactly.
Yes, we are.
of the Council on Aging, which allows them to write for maybe some restricted funds as well.
Yes.
When you're not a 501(c), which is very hard to get. So what else would you want everybody to know about the tournament? I know we have 42 raffle prizes. 40, did I say, it was 42, right?
It's probably 42 by the time we finish here today. Our raffle team is really doing
Yeah,
well.
we should mention our raffle team as well. It's Marlene King and
Cheryl
Cheryl
Jouer.
Jouer,
Yes.
who've been out there just going at it,
That's right.
getting raffle prizes. They've been very successful. And what are we selling? How are we selling raffle tickets? Arm's length or?
Well, actually, right now, what they're doing is thinking about doing the arm's length. Or there may be two criteria, because we're trying to set up the boxes, if you will. Each raffle is going to have its own little container where you will be able to put in your ticket against the item that you want to have your raffle go towards.
It's effectively a selective raffle.
Right.
You buy your tickets. It actually may be $1 ticket, 6 for $5.
Right.
However they do that, but as Dennis said, there'll be a little box for each prize, and you choose which of those prizes you want to enter a contest to win. So if you like one prize in particular, you just load up on that prize and
You throw away raffle tickets
increase your
in line.
chances.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That way nobody goes home with something that they weren't interested in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we're also going to have goodie bags too. We'll have things for the golfers to take home and remember us by, here
Right.
remember us next year. And the website, what is the website?
Yeah, the website is www.harvestgolftournament.com, and you can go there. You can find out about the charities that are benefiting. You can find out about our sponsors. There's online registration, or if you prefer, you can download the forms and mail those in to us. We encourage everybody to go out there and check it out, whether you're interested in being a sponsor or being a player. We can usually help on either side, and we'll love to see a lot of traffic come through the site and a lot of people come out and join us.
They've averaged about 100 to 110 golfers. We would like to see 144, and part of that is we'd like to expand the number of women golfers. In the past, it was called the First Ladies Harvest Golf Tournament, and there were like differences of opinion in terms of what that meant to different people. But this year we have 7th Annual Harvest Golf Tournament. We would like to open it up and have, who knows, any number of foursomes that are made up of women. We would like to see that expanded, and we'd like to reach 144.
Okay, and you can't sign up online, you have to download the
No,
form,
no,
right?
you can register online
Oh,
as
so we
well.
can do it, okay.
We can't take credit card payments through that, but if you
Okay.
register, we will be in touch with you and arrange
For payment.
for payment, exactly.
Okay, and then we also have links to that site as well, right?
Well,
Yes.
links to the sponsor
It's a okay, the
pages,
sponsors
exactly.
and the charities, right?
Right.
Is that-
Exactly. If you need more information, you can also call us at 508-303-3867. It's another way to reach us, and we'll be sure to get back to you on that.
Okay, okay, we're gonna take a break now. I wanna bring on a, new golfer who's taking lessons, Danielle Gregoire, who is also a member of this committee. Welcome back to Marlborough Cares, and we have a new guest. We let Peggy go, and we got Danielle Gregoire, another member of the committee. She's a legislative aide to Representative Steve LeDuc, and she's also a part of our committee. And she is a new golfer, and she's here to talk about what it's like to be a new golfer and how much fun it is.
Well, thanks for having me, Roz. I'm
Anytime,
thrilled to be
Danielle.
here. And I really wanted to talk briefly about my new golf experience. Growing up, I watched golf every Sunday with my father and my grandfather and took an interest to golf and am now pursuing a career as a lawyer. So I figured that I better learn how to play golf so I can keep up with everybody. And I'm taking some lessons through the recreation department over at Marlborough Country Club. We've just had 2 so far, so I'm not exactly ready for Annika's Hornstam yet, but hopefully we'll be in good form by the time the tournament rolls around on August 30th. Looking forward to playing that 18th hole, give it my shot for the new car that we're going to have out there from Farina. So other than that, I hear we have a couple of professional golfers over here to my left, Dennis and Steve, so I'm sure they're going to tell us all about their experiences at Marlborough Country Club.
But yeah, you were showing me your golf swing the other day. So you look pretty good there, well, from what I know about golfing, which is not a whole heck of a lot. But it's good to, we wanted women golfers, and are you gonna be a foursome with women golfers?
I haven't yet, and I'm actually was planning on working pretty hard that day for the tournament, but we'll see how things go.
We'd like to see you out there,
We'll see how it goes.
swinging a club.
We'll see how it goes. I don't know if you want to have a club in my hand.
No, I really wanna see this, Danielle, honestly. I have to see this. Dennis, you have played the country club course, haven't you?
Yes, I have, and I can honestly say that the pros do not have anything to worry about. My game is flawed, but it's okay. I've actually played several of the holes very well, but the 18th hole is a very difficult par 3. So if you watch a little promo that's going to be going on, talking about how to play the par 3 and how to win the car from Farina, you should be able to pick up enough pointers to actually do that. In addition to that, the 16th hole is typically a hole that's used to kind of where the muscle men can kind of show off. But it's also one where if they put that chalk line down the middle like they've done in the past, those that are more accurate, not myself of course, but those that are more accurate can really go ahead and play that hole and play it and see how well they do, because that line down the middle kind of gives you a good shot, because it's a little bit of a dog-like right going uphill.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask you what exactly that is, but what is the most important thing you say in playing the 18th hole? Is it how you hold your arms? Or?
Most important thing in any hole of golf is to relax and let the club do the work. Now, I'm not good at doing that, but that's what the pros tell you. Swing through the ball, don't lift your head, and then let the prayer happen.
Okay.
So,
I've never picked up a golf club. Perhaps I will.
we would love to have you on a foursome as well.
Yep, perhaps I will. Who knows? All right, Steve.
Actually, I don't have too much to add in. I'm nowhere near a pro. It's actually been a couple of years since I've played, so and I haven't had the opportunity to get out to the Marlborough Country Club.
Is it
so
fun? Is it relaxing? I think I'd be
I
relaxed.
think my best round was probably my first one because I didn't know enough to worry about what I was doing, and I have a natural attraction to water hazards, so so I don't know if there are a lot of
There
those
are.
out there. So
There are a few.
yeah, I'm definitely not the one to give any advice on how to play it.
You want to give me advice? Sure. I can give all the advice in the world because I don't know how to play. But Nancy, have you played?
I have played actually back when my kids were very little, and they're all in the 20s now. I took lessons at the recreation department, and my sister and I used to go out. And I could hit the drives, but I couldn't putt, and she could putt. So we would play together, and I would drive to we would go in 3-par golf courses. And I would hit to the green, and she would putt it in, and we had a great time just enjoying it. And I think that's the key to golf is, you know, no matter how you play, as long as you're enjoying the company you're with, you know, I think that's probably the key to the game.
But she brought up a good point, and she was talking about having the expertise of one drive and one do the putts. The tournament is set up that I believe we're playing a modified best ball, so everyone will get a chance to have their ball utilized in some way, shape, or form. So if they're a better driver or a better putter, that is a possibility in this kind of a tournament. So we could use that kind of teamwork that you're talking about, Nancy.
I think Nancy brought up another good point as well. The point of the tournament is to have fun and realize that here at this tournament that you're benefiting 6 charities that are all really close to home here in the city of Marlborough. And I think that is the key goal for this tournament, is for everybody to get out there and have a good time, but remember what they're out there for. So.
And we're also looking for volunteers for the day of the event.
That's correct.
If anybody is interested in volunteering, they can call Peggy, right? For the
Steve.
volunteer? Or Steve?
Yeah, well, actually, the number I gave earlier, and it'll be on, I think it was on the screen as well. You can call us at that number, and we'll definitely take the help.
Okay.
Why don't you give the number again?
The number was 508-303-3867.
Okay, and I just had a word pop in my head, and I don't normally say what pops in my head, but I will now. Mulligans, we were talking about that.
Oh!
What exactly are mulligans, and what are we doing with those?
Well,
Danielle?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right.
Who are anybody?
I'm good about mulligans because I probably use them whenever I buy them. You will be able to buy mulligans, and what it means is you can take your shot over. Typically, they're for the tee shots, no other shot, you know, on the hole. But I believe the tournament, we're going to allow 4 mulligans per team. So you have an opportunity to have 4 mulligans to correct an errant shot somewhere. Now, what were you going to say, Danielle?
It's just another way to raise money for our charity.
Excellent.
And, so, how much are we selling mulligans for? Do we know?
I
We
think
haven't
we said-
decided that.
Yeah, I think tentatively we said $5 per mulligan. Like I said, up to 4 per team.
Per
so.
team. Oh,
yeah.
that's good. So we're rolling right along here, and as a member of a charity that needs this kind of the money from this tournament, I can say that you know, I hope people come out and just play, and it's for a good cause. But I want to thank you all for coming. Anybody want to say anything? Last parting word? Just Danielle?
I don't have anything. Hopefully we'll be ready by the time the tournament rolls around.
We'll be ready.
We will be ready.
We will be absolutely ready. Well, I want to thank you all for coming. And
Thank you, Ross.
And if anybody wants to volunteer or sign up online, we will have the website up and phone numbers. And thank you again for joining us for another edition of Marlborough Cares.